Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Abdul Wahab, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmacy, Guwahati University of Science and Technology. I am course instructor for the subject Community Pharmacy, and our today topic is Herbal and Unani Therapies as Complementary and Alternative Medicine, Part 2. As in our previous lecture, we have discussed all about the complementary and alternative medicine, general uses of complementary and alternative medicines, objective of complementary and alternative medicines, background means history of complementary and alternative medicines, the differences between the conventional therapy and complementary and alternative medicines or therapy. In our today discussion outline, we will be talking about the herbal therapies, benefits and uses of herbs as medicines, Unani system of medicine. So first of all, would like to discuss about the herbal therapies or herbal medicines. The World Health Organization (WHO) defines herbal medicine as a practice which includes herbs, herbal materials, and herbal preparations and finished herbal products that contain as active ingredients parts of plants or other plant materials or combinations. These herbs are derived from plant parts such as leaves, stems, flowers, roots, and seeds. Herbal drugs contain active ingredients, plant parts or plant materials in the processed or crude state with certain excipients, for example dilutions, solvents, or preservatives. Phytochemicals have been scientifically validated over the years to provide health benefits for humans. For example, herbal remedies used as sedative and stomach mixtures contain mainly aromatic plant species which have therapeutic essential oils possessing antibacterial, stomach soothing, antispasmodic properties. Similarly, plant species have a high tannin contents which are used in mixtures for diarrhea and stomach ulcers, generally showing antimicrobials, astringent, and anti-inflammatory activities. The term medicinal plant include various types of plant used in herbalism, herbology, or herbal medicine. It is the use of plants for medicinal purposes and the study of such uses. In herbalism or herbology, what we study? We study all about the medicinal uses of the plants or the purposes of medicinal plants. So in herbology, we mostly study all about such type of uses. The word herb has been derived from the Latin word herba and an old French word herbe. Nowadays, herb refers to any part of the plant like fruit, seed, stem, bark, flower, leaf, stigma, or a root, as well as non-woody plant. Earlier, the term herb was only applied to non-woody plants, including those that come from trees and shrubs. These medicinal plants are also used as food, flavonoids, medicine, or perfume, and also in certain spiritual activities. Herbal medicines are naturally occurring plant-derived substances that are used to treat illness within local or regional healing practices. These products are complex mixtures of organic chemicals that may come from any raw or processed part of a plant. Approximately There are 1800 herbs which are present in the clinical herbalist pharmacopoeia. Formula may be given in various forms like bulk. These are dry herbs blended together. You will prepare these as a tea or coke decoction. Granules using freeze-dried granulated extracts that are mixed together. You will dissolve a couple of spoons of the herbal granules in a small amount of warm water. So these are the dosage forms which are prepared from the herbal plants, from the plants materials. Similarly, tinctures. These are concentrated alcohol extracted herbs. The extract is mixed into a small amount of water or juice. External preparation occasionally. Herbal liniments, plasters, creams, and poultices are used topically. So these are all topical dosage forms. Treated skin condition, strains, bruises, injuries, and other external conditions. Pills and capsules generally not used because of poor digestion and absorption, but these are also the dosage form which are prepared from plant materials. They also cannot be customized to fit the individual needs. Herbal medicine has its roots in various culture around the world. There are many different systems of traditional medicines, and the philosophy and practices of each are influenced by social conditions, environment, and geographic location. But these systems all agree on a holistic approach to life. Well-known systems of herbal medicine like Chinese medicines and Ayurvedic medicines, as these are the most popular types of herbal medicines, means Chinese medicine and Ayurvedic medicines, and we have also discussed about the Ayurvedic medicines in our previous lectures. Similarly, so benefits and uses uh, of herbs, of herbal medicines, as you can see over here, more affordable than conventional medicines, easier to obtain than prescription medicines, stabilize hormones and metabolism, natural healing, strength in immune system. There are few side effects, cost effective, and you can see in this picture the different uh, plants or herbs which are used for the treatment of different diseases. Like you can see over here, oregano helps soothe stomach muscle. Mint can ease hiccups. Ginger, anti-nausea remedy. Garlic, natural antiseptic. Fenugreek helps flush out harmful toxin. Fennel can reduce bad breath and body odor. Clove, antimicrobial. Sage, antiseptic and antibiotic. Thyme relaxes respiratory muscle. Turmeric, anti-cancer. Basil can relieve gas and soothe stomach upsets. Black pepper help relieve indigestion. Similarly, cayenne can stop a heart attack. Cinnamon helps lower blood pressure. Dill treat heartburn, colic and gas. Rosemary antioxidants. So these are some common example of the plants which are used for the treatment of different illnesses or diseases. So similarly, there are some other uses of the herbs such as black pepper, cinnamon, oleo, sandalwood, ginseng, red uh, clove, burdock, bayberry, and safflowers are used to heal wounds, sores, and boils. Similarly, basil, fennel, chives, cilantro, apple mint, thyme, golden oregano, oregano, variegated lemon balm, rosemary, variegated sage are some important medicinal herbs and can be planted in kitchen garden. These herbs are easy to grow, look good, taste and smell amazing, and many of them are magnets for bees and butterflies. Means such type of herbs can attract bees and butterflies. As you know, the bees are uh, mostly prepare the honey, and we can say that honey can also be prepared from the herbs. Similarly, many herbs are used as blood purifier to alter or change long-standing conditions by eliminating metabolic toxins. As herbs are used as blood purifiers, how? Because such type of herbs can eliminate metabolic toxins from the body or from the blood. So therefore we can say that herbs are used as blood purifiers. These are also known as blood cleansers. So those plants or herbs which are used to eliminate the metabolic toxins, we can use the term blood cleanser. Certain herbs improve the immunity of the person, thereby reducing conditions such as fever. Immune boosting capabilities are also present in the herbs. So some herbs are also having antibiotic properties. Turmeric is useful in inhibiting the growth of germs, harmful microbes and bacteria. So we can say that turmeric is used as antimicrobial agents. Turmeric is widely used as a home remedy to heal cut and wounds. Similarly, to reduce fever and the production of heat caused by conditions, certain antipyretic herbs such as kyrata, black pepper, sandalwood and safflower are recommended by traditional Indian medicines practitioners for the reducing of fever. Or we can say if anybody is having a fever, so there are certain herbal herbs or plants which can be used to reduce the fever, like kyrata, black pepper, sandalwood, etc. So mostly practitioners in India prescribes or recommends such type of herbs or medicinal plants for their patients. Sandalwood and cinnamon are great astringents apart from being aromatic. Sandalwood is especially used in arresting the discharge of blood, mucus, etc. Similarly, some herbs are used to neutralize the acid produced by the stomach. Herbs such as marshmallow root and leaf. These are used to neutralize the acid production by the stomach. Marshmallow root and leaf. Similarly, they serve as antacids. The healthy gastric acid needed for proper digestion is retained by such herbs. Indian sages were known to have remedies from plants which act against poisons from animals and snake bites. Herbs like cardamom and coriander are renowned for their appetizing qualities. If there is any problem of appetizing or so mostly the medicine practitioners suggest or recommends cardamom and coriander, because these are used as as a appetizer. Other aromatic herbs such as peppermint, cloves, and turmeric add a pleasant aroma to the food, thereby increasing the taste of the meal. Some herbs like oleo, sandalwood, turmeric, Shitraj Hindi, and Hasak are commonly used as antiseptic and are very high in their medicinal values. Ginger and cloves are used in certain cough syrups. They are known for their expectorant properties. It means the cloves are having expectorant property which promote the thinning and ejection of mucus from the lungs, trachea, and bronchi. If there are some congestion in the respiratory system, so we can recommend cloves or ginger for the thinning of mucus and lungs, trachea, and bronchi. Eucalyptus and cardamom, wild cherry, and cloves are also expectorants. Eucalyptus, cardamom, and wild cherry, these are also having expectorant properties. Herbs such as chamomile, calamus, ajwain, basil, cardamom, uh, chrysanthemum, coriander, fennel, peppermint, and spearmint, cinnamon, ginger, and turmeric are helpful in promoting good blood circulations. Therefore, they are used as cardiac stimulants. So these plants, as you can see over here, these are used as a cardiac stimulants. Similarly, certain medicinal herbs have disinfecting property which destroys disease causing germs. They also inhibit the growth of pathogenic microbes that cause communicable diseases. Herbal medicines practitioners, herbal medicine practitioners recommend uh, calmatio herbs which provide a soothing effect to the body. They are often used as sedatives. As a sedatives. Certain aromatic plants such as aloe, golden seal, barberry, and caryata are used as mild tonics. The bitter taste of such plants reduces toxins in the blood. They are helpful in destroying infections as well. Certain herbs are used as stimulants to increase the activity of systems or an organ. For example, herbs like cayenne, camphor, and guggul. A wide variety of herbs including julio, golden seal, oleo, and barberry are used as tonics. They can also be nutritive and rejuvenate and healthy as well as diseased individuals. Honey, turmeric, marshmallow, and licorice can effectively treat a fresh cut and wound. We can say such type of uh, herbal medicines or herbs can be used to treat cut and wounds. They are termed as vulnerary herbs. Vulnerary herbs. Echinacea purpurea, it has an extensive history on infections such as septic wounds and syphilis, also as antitoxin for snake bites. It is used in treating snake bites, toothache, skin disorder, bowel pain, chronic arthritis, seizures, and cancer. So these are the uses of Echinacea purpurea. Garlic, traditionally garlic, Allium sativum, has been used to treat colds, chronic bronchitis, cough, respiratory problems, bronchitis, asthma, and influenza. Additionally, it is used mainly to manage hypertension and hypercholesterolemia. Garlic can be used to manage hypertension and hypercholesterolemia. Similarly, ginger is used to use as nausea and motion sickness. Research suggests that ginger can relieve nausea caused by pregnancy or chemotherapy. Other areas under investigation are in surgery and for nausea caused by emotion. Reported side, reported side effects include bloating, gas, heartburn, and nausea. Milk thistle, the fruit of this plant, can be used to treat liver conditions and high cholesterol and to reduce the growth of cancer cells. Milk thistle is a plant that originated in the Mediterranean region. It has been used for many different illnesses over the last several thousand years, especially liver problems. So we can use for the liver problems the fruit of milk thistle. Kava. Kava is believed to be beneficial for health by soothing nervous illnesses, inducing sleep and relaxation, reducing weight, and contracting fatigue. It is often used to treat asthma, urinary infections, fever, headache, syphilis, rheumatism, and gonorrhea. It is also used as a stomach and diuretic. Kava is commonly known as anxiolytic agent. Unani Teb, Unani system of medicine. The name Unani has its base in the nation Yunnan, Greece, from where the system of medicine has gained popularity throughout the world. It is basically Greek system which was introduced by ancient Greek philosopher Hippocrates in the 4th century BC. He was the first physician who separated the medical science from spiritual and magical treatments. This system of medications preserved afterwards by the Muslims along with the other Greek science. The Muslim scholars like Ibn Sina, Jabir bin Hayyan, and Ibn al-Hatam adapted the Unani medical system and made useful development in it in the light of health indications recorded in the Holy Quran and Sunnah. This system with the Muslim physicians traveled throughout the world and became more useful and effective with the addition of medical traditions of Arab, Persia, and India. Nowadays, this Unani Tib is known as Islamic and Oriental medicine. Islamic and Oriental medicine. Unani or Unani medicine is the term for Perso-Arabic traditional medicine as practiced in the Mughal India and in Muslim cultures in South Asia and modern day Central Asia. The term is derived from Arabic Unani, Greek, as the Perso-Arabic system of medicine was in turn based on the teaching of the Greek physician Hippocrates and Galen. The Hellenistic origin of Unani medicine is still visible in its being based on the classical four humors: phlegm, blood, dam, yellow bile, safra, and black bile, soda, but it has also been influenced by Indian and Chinese tradition system. Methods of treatment in Tib: regimental therapy, इलाज बिल तबदीर, इलाज बिल ग़िज़ा डाइटोथेरापी, इलाज बिल दवा फार्मेकोथेरापी, इलाज बिल याद surgery. So these are the four methods of treatments in Thebe in Unani treatment. इलाज बिल तब्दील regimental therapy. Some drugless regimens are advised for the treatment of certain ailments. For example, exercise, massage, hammam, Turkish bath, Dutchess cold and hot, and the regimen for geriatrics. इलाज बिल हिज़ा dietotherapy. Different diets are recommended for the patients of different diseases. Similarly, इलाज दवा pharmacotherapy. The basic concept of treatment is to correct the cause of the disease that in turn corrects the abnormal temperamental condition. So it was all about the herbal and Unani therapies, which are also the part of complementary and alternative medicine. So these are the references from where we have prepared our today's lecture. So thank you so much. God bless you.